What will be your reaction if I tell you that there is something out there that can bend light, space, and time all together with its huge mass and gravity and can even delete you and the entire universe? These are the near perfect black bodies can sneak in our solar system like an assassin and it will give us a hard time detecting them. If you guessed it till now, I am talking about the black holes. According to NASA, there can be around 100 million black holes present in our own galaxy alone. Now, just imagine you and your friends are astronauts and decided to go and observe the black hole, and you decided to enter the black hole. What will you see? The first thing you will do is finding yourself on the excretion disk, on which the matter moves with 50% of light speed and temperature similar to plasma. And as you try to look around, you will see your own image beside you as light is also moving around the black hole due to its massive gravity. But as you move forward, you accidentally pass the boundary which separates black hole with the space, the event horizon. And as you do that, your friend will observe that you just stopped outside the black hole and will observe that you are stopped there for years. And your still image will become redder and redder as time passes due to a phenomenon called black hole redshift. As your friend's patience runs out, your friend will leave you and return back to Earth just to find out that you and your friend's relative and friends are long gone and everything has changed. This is because time passes slowly around the black hole due to its massive gravity and mass. And this famous phenomenon is called the time dilation. Now, continuing with your story, you will move forward towards your own end as you will fall into the black hole. And as you will move towards the endless dark passage, you will experience the spaghettification, which means your body will be stretched like a spaghetti and hot like a plasma. And as your hot matter passes down this passage, this will move forward to singularity, which is a point where the whole mass of black hole is infinitely concentrated, and this singularity becomes ringularity for spinning black holes. Until now, we don't even know that this singularity actually exists or not. And all the things I said till now are only applicable for the stationary black holes, not the spinning ones, as stationary black holes are much more easier to understand and calculate. And adding more to this, spinning black holes has agrosphere, which is a region of space-time in which black hole forces everything to spin with it. As you are crazy enough, you want to create a black hole yourself. So, you have to compress the Earth to the size of a pea to create one, and the Sun to a small city or a town. But as this is next to impossible, so we have to wait for them to be created naturally. And as how they are created naturally? They will be created out of massive stars, as massive stars dies and becomes a black hole, but not every time. If a star is 20 solar masses or 20 times bigger than our Sun, its probability to become a black hole is 40%. And with a star with 60 solar masses is 100%. And fortunately, in any circumstances, our Sun cannot become a black hole, as our Sun is ordinary dwarf star. And as stars has different sizes, even black holes has different sizes, such as micro, stellar, intermediate, supermassive and ultramassive black hole, in which micro black holes are hypothetical black holes, which are similar to the size of an atomic nuclei, and whereas stellar black holes are majorly found in star system and not that big and smaller than the intermediate black hole. Furthermore, intermediate black holes are the shy ones, as they don't want to be discovered and hard to detect, as they usually don't interact with their surroundings. These black holes are also come in the category of rogue black holes, which aimlessly wander throughout the galaxy and even travel to one galaxy to another. Supermassive and ultramassive black holes are found in the center of the galaxies. These super and ultramassive black holes are found at the time of Big Bang or being merged with different black holes and increased their size. Supermassive black holes are 100,000 to billion times mass of our Sun, as ultramassive black holes are around 5 billion times of our Sun. Now, you know how big they are. Now, scientists are also trying to find out the relation between these massive black holes and the creation of the galaxies. The first black hole which was discovered by us was Cygnus X-1 in 1971. Furthermore, the first black hole image was taken in 2017 of M87, which was 3.5 in petabytes, 3500 in terabytes, and 3.5 million in gigabytes. Now let's spice things up, shall we? Let's talk about something more interesting, the lost information paradox. Remember I told you about black holes are deleting the universe? Now it's getting continued here. As the name says, whatever falls into the black hole, its information gets deleted from the universe, and only its momentum, speed, and mass get conserved. These lost information cannot be recovered, and we cannot predict that what was lost and how the things looked and acted like. This information is needed to study the past of our universe as well as their properties. But this information is getting deleted by the black holes, and this breaks the law of conservation of information. And without information, everything is just atoms, nothing more. And that's why it's a very big deal. And still it's unsolved and being worked on. Now, a crazy fun fact. These massive celestial bodies can die, and their dying process is also complex as they are, which is called the Hawking's radiation. In simpler terms, in quantum field there is a constant tiny fluctuation, and these tiny fluctuations create the particles and antiparticles. But as these things got created near the event horizon, one of these particles or antiparticle falls in the black hole and other ones escapes. This is called Hawking's radiation. But as these things cannot create it out of nowhere, these things steal mass from black holes and make the black holes evaporate to death. This process takes so much time that our human brain cannot even comprehend. In conclusion, we find out that black holes are just a pit hole created due to infinitely concentrated mass at one point, and gets complicated because of the workings of physics around and inside the black hole. Furthermore, they can even break the space-time fabric. There are more theories around the black hole, and if you like me to cover these theories, like the video and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to comment what I should cover next.